Hi everybody and welcome to the Benteh STEAM Academy. My name is Kat and today we're 3D printing some berry pickers. So let's get into Tinkercad together and get designing. All right, so let's get into Tinkercad, open up a new work plane and let's get started. Right away, I'm gonna start selecting shapes. So I'm gonna bring the round roof shape over to our work plane. I wanna rotate it a little bit. So let me get a better view here. And I'm going to move our, rotate our shape. And that's gonna help me adjust how we're gonna use it. This is gonna become the basket that catches berries when we're berry picking. Let's just move that up a little bit. And then what I want to do is adjust the dimensions. So once I get a good view here from the top, you can see it's pretty small. I'm using millimeters, so 10 millimeters by 20 millimeters is quite small. So I'm gonna enlarge that to about 30 millimeters by 60 millimeters. I'm just gonna type those in right here on my keyboard, or you can use those boxes, the white or black boxes, to adjust it manually, whichever one is best for you. But let me try 60 millimeters here and see how that looks. Now, I think that's gonna work out pretty good. So let me just slide this over. Now I'm gonna bring over a box and align it, set it right on top of this other shape and just resize it so that the width matches. This is just gonna extend that shape a little bit wider, hopefully to catch a few more berries when we're berry picking and extend the height of our shape without making it a little rounder. I'm gonna just zoom in and get a really good look, make sure that that is aligned and it looks good to me. So next, what I want to do is I'm going to select both of those shapes. And then up in the menu bar, I'm gonna group our our shapes. So there is a new grouping shape. We're gonna use the union group. Then I'm gonna copy and paste it. And this shape is gonna become the inside of our berry picking basket. So I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. I'm gonna use this to type in 50 millimeters width. It's about 10 millimeters shy of the original shape. And that's gonna give a nice basket on the outsides. Now I wanna make this a little bit less tall over our Z-axis. That way we don't cut straight through it. I just wanna make almost a little bowl with our shapes here. So I'm gonna switch it now to a hole and use the align tool. So selecting both of these shapes, click on that align tool and then use the black dots to align and center these two shapes together. Once they're aligned, I'm gonna use the group tool again. You can see that combines them into that nice bowl shape. Now bringing out a cylinder to our work plane, I'm gonna rotate it. This is gonna become the handle of our berry picker. So extending it out to really have something good to hold on to. And adjusting the size so that it'll fit in our hand nicely. Once I like this size, I'm gonna select both again and again use that align tool to make sure that those two shapes really sit well with one another. Looking around, I think that looks pretty good. Might make it a little longer though, that way my hand has something to hold on to grip onto. Now I like that size, that shape, so we're gonna group these together. And next, what we're gonna need to do is add the dowels or the tines to our berry picker. So I'm gonna use a cylinder shape and make it quite small. I'm gonna do 5 millimeters by 5 millimeters. And then I'm gonna drag that over and set it up where I think that I'm gonna need it. Now, I do need to lift it off of our work plane. So using that black cone at the top, I can just slide it up off of our along our Z-axis, off of our work plane, and then adjust where I have it positioned. Now we're gonna need several of these, so I'm gonna use the copy and paste functions. You can see another identical copy comes out, and I'm just gonna click on that and drag it over to the opposite side of our berry picker. Now I'm going to continue using the copy and paste tool and adjusting and aligning those tines and dowels exactly where I want them all the way around the edge of our berry picker here. Now, depending on the type of berries that you're going to use or the plants that you're going to be picking from, you might want to adjust the size of these dowels to fit the needs that you have. Once I have all of my berry picking dowels aligned on the berry picker, I'm going to select everything and create a group, and then finally rename my file so that I know exactly where to find it in the future. Now to set this onto our printer, you want to go up and export your shape, export your design right here as an STL file. Now once we get it on the printer, we'll see you later and we'll meet you outside. I hope you have a chance to design your own berry picker for the berries in your area. Remember to like and subscribe to see more of our content, and thank you so much for joining us today. Keep creating!